Hey everyone, today I'd like to talk to you about an unbelieving and perverse generation. It's Jesus' comments that were made in Matthew 17, starting at verse 17. That's 17:17. And he's relating it to his disciples who were not understanding the power that lies within the truth of who Jesus is. Not having the faith to heal. Not having the faith that God is God and in control and has the power of all things. Let me read it over to you real quick. If you have a Bible, great. Go ahead and grab it. It's Matthew 17, starting at verse 14. Jesus heals a demon-possessed boy. When they came to the crowd, a man approached Jesus and knelt before him. "Lord, have mercy on my son," he said. "He has seizures and is suffering greatly. He often falls into the fire and into the water. I brought him to your disciples, but they could not heal him." Jesus goes on to say, "You unbelieving and perverse generation, how long shall I stay with you? How long shall I put up with you? Bring the boy here to me." Jesus rebuked the demon, and it came out of the boy, and he was healed at that moment. Then the disciples came up to Jesus in private and said, "Why couldn't we drive it out?" And Jesus says, "Because you have so little faith. Truly, I tell you, if you have the faith as small as a mustard seed, you can say to this mountain, 'Move from here to there,' and it will move. Nothing will be impossible for you." Our faith in the true Jesus, our faith that God is God, is what makes things happen. We have to have faith. We have to believe. We have to not be an unbelieving and perverse generation. We must be a generation that believes in the truth of who Jesus is. That's the whole point, is your faith. God desires you to have faith that Jesus is the way, the truth, and the life. And I'm not talking about the Christianity religion junk, stuff that makes you feel better. I'm talking about the truth of following Jesus. Not rules and regulations of religion, not rights or wrongs, but the truth of who Jesus is for you to see yourself, for you to learn to be intimate with your very Creator. It's time to be a believing and faithful generation instead of an unbelieving and perverse generation. Guys, Jesus made it all very clear. It's right here for you. Right here for you, right in front of you. You must have faith. And all things are possible. Nothing is impossible for you. Nothing will be impossible for you. This is the words of Christ. Do you believe this for real? Do you truly believe and have faith in your Creator? Come follow Jesus. Come getting a better, deeper understanding of the truth of who Jesus is. Stop living in this unbelieving and perverse generation. A generation of condemnation and hatred and anger and bitterness and self and religious righteousness. This is not what God desires. God desires mercy, grace, forgiveness, servitude, love. These are the attributes of Christ. And we are to live out this as followers of Christ. We must have faith that Christ is what God desires for us. We must emulate the truth of who Christ is. Have the faith that Christ is showing us the way, the truth, and the life. Come follow Jesus today. Simply follow Jesus today. God bless you guys.